sandy beach of Hawaii.
Turn it back on! Did you do that?
Yeah, we gotta talk.
Not now.
Yes, now.
Why now?
Because we're all alone, and I just finished adding up my pluses and minuses.
Huh?
About whether to stay or go.
What's the conclusion?
We'll stay by a landslide, which means with you now wanting to stay.
And Zeke wanting to stay, we're not going. Yes, all right.
No, it's not all right. What about Dad?
He's not going to move us if we don't want to go.
Exactly, which means that Dad's going to be giving up something he's always dreamed about.
Look, Dad said being offered the job was a giant compliment. He didn't say he wanted to take it.
It's just the old man trying to be all magnanimous and everything because he still feels guilty for more or less hauling us out of New Haven. If we all vote to stay, he'll stay, because that's the kind of dad Dad is. But in his heart, he'll want to go.
Think?
Look, Franny, Dad loved university life. He loved the intellectual stimulation. He was like the star of the Yale faculty. He was where he wanted to be, and he never would have left if that hadn't happened. So, look, I mean, being a headmaster at a school like Palmer in a town like Honolulu has got to be a real career come down for the guy.
Yeah, I guess he did sort of make a major personal sacrifice when he moved us here.
Yeah, because he wanted the family to have a chance to heal, which we pretty much have.
So now it's our turn to give up something for him and say we'll go?
Don't you think? It's like you pointed out to me the other day. In a few years, we're going to be going back to the mainland for college anyway. What do we be giving up by splitting early except a few beach days?
Yeah, I guess. What about Zeke? He really wants to stay.
He's 11.
Goodbye, Hawaii.
Hey, Mr. Byrd, I finished the book.
Wow, you liked it, huh?
Yeah. That poor guy. I mean, he started out with nothing. He goes through all this hassle over the pearl and ends up with less than nothing. It's kind of a bummer, but what a great story.
So what are you going to write your paper on?
I can't decide. But there's one point I didn't get. In the end, the guy Keno, he throws the pearl back into the ocean because it's evil and all. I never would have done that. I mean, if somebody would have, wrecked my canoe, burned down my house, and killed my kid, I would at least like the money to start a new life.
Maybe that's what your paper should be about. Whether Steinbeck's resolution was a legitimate one.
I can't write about that.
Why not?
Steinbeck is like an important guy, right? I mean, who am I to say that something he wrote seems kind of weird?
Just because it's on a printed page and between covers doesn't make it gospel.
I don't know, man.
I think education is more about asking questions than learning answers. Because questions lead us to deeper truths. I'm straying into philosophy, which is my field. You got a lit paper you got to write.
Hey, I'm finished with my classes. I can probably get it done today.
Great. Bring it by my office this afternoon. We'll talk about it. 3 o'clock?
See you then. By the way, I like the way rule books feel.
Morning, Alan.
Hey, Dr. Rubenstein.
So, I hear you're going home.
Yeah.
That's good news. I'm glad it was nothing serious.
Well, still, it was kind of weird. I mean, I saw my whole life flash before me. Everything. Except 1968, which just kind of disappeared. I really thought I was dying.
What you experienced was a good old-fashioned anxiety attack.
I just wanted to do good in my exams.
Not true. The reason you've been pushing yourself so hard is fear of not doing well.
The same difference.
Wrong. When you're afraid of doing a bad job, you're driven by fear. Wanting to do a good job is a quest for fulfillment, which is a positive thing.
Yeah. I can dig that.
Alan, what kind of background do you come from, anyway?
Grew up in Bethesda, Maryland. My dad was a bean counter at the Pentagon. You know, one of those ship-shaped, spit and polish military types. As long as the numbers added up, he was one happy jarhead.
What about Mom?
Mom was there, being Mom. Mostly her job was to share my pop's confusion at me not being the son they thought they ordered from the Model Sons of America mail order catalog. That was their problem.
Only you made it your problem.
No, that's why I split to Hawaii, so I could get out from being under their head trip.
By completely dropping out for 20 years. So the whole world would know you didn't give a tinker's damn, right?
Yeah.
But now you're back in the game, pushing yourself to be A+, plus.
Gotta make up for lost time.
A fool's errand, my friend. Dropping out, then overcompensating for it are two sides of the same coin. Either way, you're chasing some idea of perfection and crucifying yourself in the process. Your assignment from now on is to try and experience each moment as a whole person, not a monk and not a maniac. Because happiness is a learned response. It takes practice.
Get together in my office, 3, talk about your paper.
Decided not to write it.
Can I ask you why you changed your mind?
Just didn't feel like doing it, that's all.
This morning you seemed pretty stoked.
I tried, okay? But my ideas sounded stupid when I wrote them down.
Oh, what, you just gave up?
What's the point? I mean, I can't do it.
Why not?
Because I can't think of 5 pages of stuff to write.
I don't know what's going on in your life that's making you work so hard to put yourself down. But I do know you're worth a whole lot more than you're giving yourself credit for. Let's head back to my office, take another crack at those 5 pages. I'm not gonna write them for you. I'll help you organize your ideas.
How much you gonna give me this time?
No more games. You don't turn in that paper tomorrow, real life begins. It's a whole lot tougher without a high school education. Junior, you can push me away like you have everybody else. Eventually, even I'll take no for an answer. But you have to ask yourself, is that really what you want?
Hey, Mr. Byrd. Can I get a ride with you back to school?
Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Hi.
Hold on. 16 blue for the boys, 11 white for the girls, as ordered.
16 boys and 11 girls were sent out into the world. Think we've done enough for them?
We've done the best we can. Oh, the yearbooks came in. You want to see your picture?
Sure. Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Here, let's see your...
We'll forget about mine.
Come on.
Was that a bad hair day or what?
Nonsense. You look wonderful.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
No punchline.
You must be coming down with something.
I never felt better, and I'm happy to be in this yearbook with you, and I hope it's the first of many volumes.
Does that mean you've decided to stay?
I've given a lot of thought. The Amherst job is a tremendous opportunity. But the reason I became an educator was to make a difference by helping people discover their potential. This is a place where I can make the most difference. Although I may have just struck out on the junior Dudois front, by the way.
Join the club.
Now, the kid's not without abilities. He just can't get out from underneath this self-esteem problem he's got. I just spent 2 hours with him. He went away saying he was going to get this paper written. It's more than likely he'll just psych himself out one more time.
Hey, you tried. I'm just glad you're going to hang in here at Palmer.
Sure you won't regret not getting the big office?
Not if it means having you around every day to needle.
You know, the big question now is where my kids are going to be on whether we should stay or go. Well, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Hello? I didn't mean to startle you.
That's all right.
Oh, my name is Rebecca. I would like a moment of your time, but if now's not convenient...
That's fine. Is there something you're looking for?
No, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just looking. And I can see you have a wonderful school. You must be a very good headmaster.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a very confused and confusing world. Children need someone to look up to who can point them in the right direction. That's the key. So keep up the good work. That's what I wanted to say. Goodbye, Mr. Byrd.
Goodbye.
So when do you want to schedule my makeup exam?
Well, Mr. Pu'wai told me that you wrote an extra paper for his class. In the circumstances, he's going to count that in lieu of the final.
How about this? I take the makeup exam anyway, then between the test and the paper, we drop the lowest grade and I'm doing it again.
Alan, you're aware you're doing extremely well in school, aren't you?
Well, maybe, but see, I know you weren't too keen on having me at Palmer in the beginning. I'm just trying to work really extra hard so you won't regret having me here.
I don't regret it. Not for a second.
Even though I kind of wigged out there for a while, I just want you to know that this has been the very best time of my life. So far, at least.
Hey, feeling better?
Hunky-dory.